Alright, welcome to this very unscripted video. Today I just want to go over a Gen 1 tier list. I love doing Pokemon tier lists. I love watching them. I've been watching like a ton of them lately actually, and I just thought it's finally time to do some. I just finished the Pow Pow Legendary video, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. But yeah, I'm just going to be going over Kanto today. I'm going to skip all the forms, so the Megas, the Gigantamaxes, and I'm just going to be going over the base 151 Mons. And I don't know if I want to stick with S, A, B, C, D, F. It's a little confusing, I think. Okay, let's start with Love It. I think I saw Jack from Subjectively set that tier, and I like that. Like It. Or, it is repetitive. Love, like. I say positive neutral, if that makes sense. Maybe that's not even right. More like perfection is a tricky word too. Big love. Love. I think like is more positive neutral. Okay. Meh. Meh, or maybe even like. Yeah, we'll go with meh for now. And then we'll have yuck. That is the last. And I think that's good for now. Let's see. I think I like this blue better too. Alright. But enough nitpicking. Let's get started with Bulbasaur. Oh, and I also have this other window here so we can look through just like different things about the Pokemon in case we, and it's a bigger image for y'all, but I'll try to keep that consistent and changing as we go through the Mons here. But I like this Pokemon database page. So we have Bulbasaur to start with. Bulbasaur is so quintessentially Pokemon, I feel like. I mean, I was just about to say, I love Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur is really a strong design. It lives in that like specific animal. Like some people think it's a frog, but then it has like the cat ears and it kind of looks like some whatever dinosaur. But it's just like a little guy with like a bulb on his back, and I really like that. It does its job, and it's very, very Pokemon. And then next we have Ivysaur. I go back on this one a lot. I used to really hate Ivysaur. I thought it was just so bland. I felt like like the base of it really doesn't change a lot from Bulbasaur. I think in this like illustration, they do make it bluer now, whereas Bulbasaur is like the first like green one, and then like they kind of make Bulbasaur, Venusaur and Ivysaur a little bit more blue, which does help. But all in all, its bulb is red, and it just grows the palm leaves. This one might need to see some additional sprite work. I don't know, I do kind of like it though. Something about the proportions though, I really do enjoy, and I really appreciate that now as I'm older. I'm gonna say like, but honestly it really floats between. But because I'm so hesitant, I guess I have to put it in like. I think it's an okay evolution all in all. I don't hate it as much as I used to. I'm still growing on it, but you know, it's not Bulbasaur, I'll say that. Alright, next we have Venusaur. Venusaur is another toughie. Hold up, let me move these down here. I don't know if that's like too confusing if they're next. Move them as we go. Or I'll move these first three. But I'll talk about Venusaur in the meantime. Venusaur, not to spoil too much for the tier list, but Venusaur is definitely my least favorite of the three. It wasn't always like that. Funny enough, I actually did pick Venusaur as a kid because I just did not want to be basic and pick Charizard, and I bought Leaf Green instead of Fire Red, and so because of that I felt obligated to choose Venusaur, even though they do not lock you into that at all. So yeah, I do have fond memories of Venusaur. It is a very awkward design. I feel like the palm, like when I look at it right now, like you have this big old mass of Venusaur and then like this tiny palm tree. Like it looks tiny in this art. I think in other arts it doesn't look too bad, but it is a little awkward. I don't feel like the stump and the leaves at certain angles don't cover up Venusaur well enough for me. And that really bothers me. Like I don't mind him being like this compact unit, like a tank of a Pokemon, but he has like these awkward gaps that just make him feel like a table with a plant on it rather than like more like his G-Max form. His Mega looks bad too. It's even worse than that one. I feel like he's just so squat and the plant is so dominant, but not in a good way. See, like in some of his other arts, they hide it better. You know, it's so busy that it looks very full. But yeah, I don't know. The art does slay. But all in all, he is still iconic. I still have tons of bias. This list isn't about design either. It's really just how I feel about them overall and how much I love them. And I think I will have to put Venusaur in like. Again, he kind of floats in the Ivysaur realm. I could change my mind later and put them in love, but we'll see. But yeah, maybe once I get this tier list going, it'll be easier. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna rank them within the tiers. I'll do my best, but it gets a little hard to get that granular for me. All right, so next we have Charizard. Oh, I'm jumping the gun. Charmander. I love Charmander. Heavy bias from the anime. That scene is so iconic, and it is my starter of choice. I do like older versions of Charmander. I feel like his new art is a little too eggy. He's a little derpy looking. I like him when he needs the side profile. I feel like this front angle they're giving him just looks awful. Like, these look so much better in his sprite work. But all in all, I still do really love him. He's very basic, but he speaks to me, and I mean, I've had tons of merch of this guy. I mean, I just can't get enough of him. He's the perfect fire lizard boy. Alright, next we have Charmeleon. I'm actually surprised many people do not like Charmeleon. Or I wouldn't say many, but I'm surprised how many people I've heard not really like Charmeleon. But I think Charmeleon's great. Like, it is kind of bigger Charmander, but I do think it has things enough that push it. Like, I do love that it sprouts the horn. I love the color change. I feel like that is the lacking the most between the others. I do think they're trying to push it now, but it was always evident that Charmeleon was red. And this is the only one that's like that too. Like with Bulbasaur and Blastoise, or with the Bulbasaur line and the Squirtle line, the blue kind of changes from the middle onward, so the middle stage and the last stage. But Charmeleon is the only red one, and then none of them is red ever again. And I really like that. It does fit this very aggressive personality. I feel like it has now. It has like this cockiness about it. I love the bigger front arms. I feel like it implies so much like a physicality, which I really like, especially because when I played, the steel type was introduced, so it was in Leaf Green, or yeah. So when I did another playthrough of that game and Charmeleon had a Metal Claw, I really like that implication that he uses his Metal Claw with his big forearms that Charmander lacked in its previous form. So yeah, all in all, I really do like Charmeleon a lot. Alright, let's move on to the big boy. Spoiler alert, this is my favorite Pokemon actually. Currently, I don't know, I go back and forth honestly. I mean, I know loving Charizard is like the most basic of things, but it's so like guilty pleasure. Like I really do adore him. I don't even want him to be my favorite. Like, I know everyone's so over it, and I am too. Like, I do not like how hard he is pushed in our faces, but I do love this Pokemon. I really do. It is so Pokemon. Like, I love the orange. I love this dragon that has like a big belly, and I don't know, it's so good, and they do really push it hard, and it's so hard to take away those nostalgic ties to it from the anime and so forth. And I've always resonated with the fire type. I really love that typing too. And yeah, Charizard is just great. Even with all the kind of the hate that he gets nowadays, and me too, like I do not want to like him, but I can't help but love Charizard. And I don't know, I think there's just a reason why he's like so beloved. He's just very easily appealable. I don't know, lots to love, I think. Alright, next we have Squirtle. Squirtle is another mon I've gone back and forth on. I think as a kid I loved all the starters, more or less, and then like as I got older I kind of like dropped down back and forth. But Squirtle, I have recently come to love again. Wait, I put Charmander up here. I kind of want to put... Squirtle really rides between the line here too. I don't know. I honestly could see all three going up, but for now I'll put them two together. But I really do love Squirtle. I recently been watching the new anime, or not the new anime, but some of the more recent episodes, and they brought back the Squirtle Squad, and I just really loved seeing him there. I felt like all my memories of him and Squirtle Squad are so strong, and I really love that. So that has like huge ties, to be honest. I love like his older proportions, or in his older art, he's a lot chubbier, I feel like, and I really like that. I do think he looks a little skinny for my liking sometimes. I do think he looks a little awkward at times. But I love him here. I hate him in this one right here. Maybe even these three. I honestly like this one a lot because, again, I like my designs compact. I hate when they start getting like, I don't want to say limmy, that's not the right word, but like, you know, they start to look really lanky in like a not great way. Like they really want to articulate like his arms, but I don't know, I kind of just like those static arms just pushed out like that, and he just can't really do much but that. Yeah, but I like Squirtle all in all. It's a very basic design, but I think it's the nostalgia, and I'm just gonna ride that, and I'm totally okay with that. Wartortle. Okay, Wartortle, I have never faltered on my love for Wartortle. I have always really enjoyed Wartortle. I love like the ear fluffs. I feel like it definitely helps because to me, it does feel a little bald, and I feel like it also better helps like separate Charmander and Squirtle. I do think at times they kind of feel like one and the same. I feel like they're the same mon, but like one's a water type and one's a fire type. Like they're both this bald reptile creature. And I feel like Wartortle really helps a lot of the problems I have with Squirtle. So it has, again, I like the color introduction, but I love the tail. I love like the swirly, wavy tail, and like it's a different texture as well. It's not the same like skin as like the blue parts. So, and it does feel like a level up. I think it's the best level up of these three middle stages for sure also. And I love that he has the little cheek things. Like that is so random. I don't see a lot of mons have it, but I really like that he just has like, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's blush, but I read it as that, and I think he's so cute for it. But yeah, love Wartortle. Blastoise. I think... Oh, so not that I'm faltering on Blastoise. I do like Blastoise, but again, I do not know if it's big love. He is another mon where I actually... Yeah, I loved him as a kid. And then I kind of like... Yeah, he's kind of basic. Like, he's kind of a turtle with a gun. But... Or not a gun, but cannons. But I love that now. I like that silliness. Like, it feels very... Again, I keep saying very Pokemon, but it really is so Pokemon. It's so basic, but I think it's executed well. And they do things that help, like, make it better. I do like that he has cat ears. It's so random. I hate this art of him. I think that's why I hated him for so long. Honestly, the key art is so important, and they really fumble the bag sometimes. And this one is awful. I do not like this back pose. I just feel like you're lacking so much. Ooh, I like him on all fours. Oh, this one is awful. This one's kind of awful too. They really do him dirty sometimes. I really do like the bottom one. I like this. There's better art. I know there is, but... And that's why I do like him, but... Yeah, I do... I think this back art just really kills him sometimes. I like it when he's compact. I get that they try to draw him to make him more articulatable, but... Yeah, like... I don't know. I do like Blastoise. Again, the silliness, just turtle with cannons. Oh my god. I need to speed up on some of these. I feel like I'm talking forever. But let's move on to Caterpie. I freaking love Caterpie. Caterpie is so cute. Oh god, dude, Gen 1, the anime ties are too strong, guys. I'm sorry if I keep like calling back to it, but it really is such a big deal for me as a kid. I really love Caterpie. I rewatched the anime like a little recently too. Not all of it, just like the first couple episodes before I tired out. But I love Caterpie. It's so cute. It is like pretty much just like a Pokemon version of the real life inspiration. Like it pretty much looks exactly like this, like the real animal, which I typically don't like. But that real animal is so cool, and it lives so well in Pokemon that I guess I can bypass it. I mean, I knew Caterpie first, so I don't have any qualms in that regard. Because I usually do not like Pokemon that are just like, oh, here's the animal, and then make it Pokemon. But I really do love Caterpie. It's great. I think the colors are really, really strong too. It's like one of my favorite color palettes. Alright, now we have Metapod. Metapod is big love. I love Metapod. Okay, actually as a kid, I think we all didn't like, or I wouldn't say all of us, but you know, Metapod's like kind of the meme. It's the hardened mon. It doesn't really do anything. But I also really hated it because I thought it looked like a man. Because I always read it as this part right here being its nose. So he's just like this crescent moon thing, and like he's, I don't know, angry. Like I don't really like that. But when I finally figured out that his face is on this side, dude, totally changed the game. His expression is not like angry anymore. It's like kind of like, I don't know, mopey. But I don't know. And I love that he's a meme. I love green too. I don't know, it's a very silly mon, again, very iconic, and I really appreciate those things now. And again, seeing the face the other way around is like a huge game changer for me personally. Actually, I'm gonna put up the letter grades back up here. I don't know. I feel like I do kind of like the letter grades, but I just need like that. Maybe I should do it like, no, I'll do it like that. But alright, Butterfree though. I do like Butterfree, but the love is not the same as the other two. Like, I like Metapod the most. Caterpie is not far behind. But Butterfree, I do like that they really made a butterfly much more, like, less insect-like. Like, I do love that it has like these little hands, and it has like a nose, which makes it really cute to me. I don't know, fangs, and like these big like feet. I don't know, I like that like silly, it almost looks like a little fairy that happens to look like a butterfly. I don't know, the more I talk about it, the more I actually like it actually. I don't know, maybe it's just in the shadow of Metapod because I love Metapod so much. I am giving Butterfree a hard time, but I love Butterfree. I think Butterfree is also in the love. Again, all these mons really could go to big love. Again, the early dex is strong, so we'll move on for now. Let me move Gmax down. Alright, let's move on to Weedle. Weedle, it's love again. I like that, like, it's just like a worm with a big nose. And like, yeah, it's is Weedle. It has a big needle on his head. Like, again, it's very stupid design, but very me. I love silly designs now. Like, I used to think like designs like these were like so stupid and like anyone could do it, but I don't know. I think they're fun. I think they're wacky, and it's a bug. It's gonna be small. It has like these big features that you can like kind of like recognize right away, and I really appreciate that. I don't really care for the second stinger on the bottom of the tail. It does balance it out. I do think there could have been something else, but again, I don't have any ideas, so overall I do like it. And I think the colors of pink and brown are quite nice, actually. Alright, Kakuna. Kakuna is the first one that kind of lives in between like and okay. I'll give it a like. I think it does do its job. I do think it is a really cool cocoon. I have tried designing like cocoon type creatures before, and it is very difficult, so I do applaud them for making one that looks quite tight and very, I don't know, I think it does look very cool. I think the neck, no, I wouldn't say learn, but once someone like drew out that this middle part looks like a necktie, I kind of hate that, and I kind of see, that's all I see now. But that's no fault to its own. Overall, yeah, Kakuna's solid. So I put it like in, again, like, this is like, I don't know, I kind of feel like I need a tier in between here, like, maybe I'll add one later. But yeah, let's move on. Oops. Alright, we have Beedrill. Beedrill, I used to like just as much as Butterfree. Again, it kind of has like that Blastoise thing for me. It's like, yes, B, and let's like throw on 2 stinger arms. Like, that is exactly how I would design like monsters and creatures as a kid. And I really like that about it. It's just very silly. I do think, I don't know, there's things that could be changed. Again, I'm not like here like proposing any changes, but like maybe like the butt, the abdomen, is that what you call it? Like stinger part sticking out feels a little awkward. Yeah, like some part of it feels awkward when you look at it, but overall I do like it. Alright, let's move on to Pidgey. I don't love this key art of Pidgey, but all in all, I do like Pidgey. I think Pidgey is very cute. It is your basic bird, but I don't know. I like it. I think, God, I'm gonna look so Gen 1. I feel like there just needs to be like variations of like likes, because everything is ending up in like. Okay, I think I do need a tier in between here. Let me add a row below. Let's go with, like I said earlier, positive neutral, or I don't know. If I think of a better name later, I'll do it. But can I not spell? How do you spell neutral? All right, I'm gonna assume that's how you. No, that is not how you spell neutral. Embarrassing. And I'm gonna give it like maybe like B minus. I think B minus is kind of good. B minus / C plus maybe. But yeah, we don't have to get that granular. But now it's starting to look ugly with the letter grades. I don't know, we'll leave it for now. But if that's the case, then I kind of put these here. Yeah, that feels better. But Pidgey I like. Cause I do like Pidgey more than these. I don't know. It's just like this angry little bird. I like the colors a lot. I don't know, I'm a big sucker for brown lately, I feel like. Yeah, not much to say, I like it. Pidgeotto. Oh, Pidgeotto is so cool. To put it in love is a big deal. I will put it in like. Yeah, I'll put it in like. I really do like Pidgeotto. It's such a good like second evolution. For the longest time, actually, as a kid, I did not know. Oh, this is skipping ahead to Pidgeot. But I thought Pidgeotto was the final evolution because the anime is where I got most of my knowledge. That's why it has such a big impact on how I feel about the Mons. But yeah, I had no idea that Pidgey evolved 2 times. I just thought Pidgeotto was it because Ash had a Pidgeotto for the longest time. But yeah, I really like it. I love the yellow added color. I love that it gets like this like hair situation. I don't know. I think it looks cool. But Pidgeot, once I found out that Pidgeot existed, game changer. Oh, let me switch it bigger. I love Pidgeot. I think there's better art of it. but I just love this really, really long hair. Yeah, like it looks so, not Gen 1 is brutal for everybody, but this art looks amazing. Like I just love this super long hair. I don't know, I do think it's kind of a basic evolution. Like some of the things I complained about, like in Ivysaur, where like it doesn't change much, but enough things change to my liking that it makes me love it. I think the Mega's really cool too, but again, we're not doing Megas today. Or like Alolan forms and stuff. Or, yeah, I'll try to put those on another list. I should have found a better list or like edited this one, but yeah, I love Pidgeotto. I think that like the yellow on the top, really strong change. I do wonder what it would look like if they kept the yellow feathers on like the tail, but I really do like it. And I think its size is not really conveyed well here, but I love how massive it is. Like it's way bigger than Pidgeotto, which makes it feel sick. Cause like it feels rideable, and it starts to feel like epic. All right, let's get to Rattata. Rattata, or I keep saying Rattata, but it's Rattata. Honestly, I don't think much about Rattata. I think it's like positive neutral. Like it's a good rat. I don't hate it. It honestly could be okay. But yeah, I do. I think it's all right. I like that it's purple. Raticate. Okay, I would. A long time ago, I put Raticate in yuck. I probably put it in meh. It's like, I don't know. It's just like kind of lame. It looks like someone drew a real rat. It's like, what happened? What happened to Rattata? It was like so much cooler. All right, let's move on to Fearow. Fearow's okay. I like that it's like an angrier version counterpart to Pidgey, kinda. Even though Pidgey's kinda angry and has sass. I like its role in a lot of anime. They just always like pick it to be the Mon that is like really angry. And I like that about it, but again, it doesn't carry enough over that feels very like situational to me. Even though maybe it is part of the nature of the Mon. I mean, I guess it is, but I don't know. We have enough Mons that do it, and this design is just okay to me. I don't know, I do like it has like, I always read this bottom part as like a shell. Like it feels very weird in that way. I do like these colors and uncanniness, but again, it doesn't do enough for me. And again, I love Pidgey too much, I think. So just feels like knockoff Pidgey. Fearow, I feel like a lot of people like this guy, but it's big meh for me too. I just don't care about Fearow. Like, I think it's so awkward. I don't like this neck that has like a kink in it, and like I don't know, it's so monotone. It has like this fur that's a little busy in the back of its design. I don't know, this like comb on his head is also weird, and it has like this hooked beak, but it doesn't really. It's just awkward. I don't know. Not a fan. Sorry. Ekans. Snake backwards. This is gonna just go in okay. I feel like okay sounds like positive neutral. Let's just go neutral. I used to like hate it a lot more because it is just like a purple snake, but I don't know, it does feel Pokemon in a way. But yeah, I don't know, purple yellow snake. I think it is funny that his name is backwards though. I kind of do like that now. Arbok, like again, right in between positive neutral and neutral. I do think it looks like decent, but again, it just feels kind of like a real life Cobra made a snake. I don't know, like I do like the design they have inside. Some of the designs they do better on different gens. I like this one. Is that one the one up here? Yeah, I like it like when it looks much more face-like. But I don't know, it's big snake, so can't do much for me here. All right, we got the legend himself, Big Papa Pikachu, the face of Pokemon. It's really, really hard to rank Pikachu, I think. I feel like because it's a great design. Like that to me is like without a doubt. I feel like if this was design only, I would have to put an S. But again, Pikachu, like as a kid, like everyone liked Charizard, but it didn't feel like Charizard was shoved in your face yet, as it is now. But Pikachu was definitely shoved in your face. I mean, it's the star of the anime. It is used in like every promo. Like, you know, it's the mascot of the brand. And I don't know, with that, I feel like no one, or at least for me, I never really wanted to like it. And it is cute, but I don't know, I didn't really care for cute mons growing up. And even now, I think there are a lot cuter mons. But I can't deny that Pikachu is definitely iconic. And I don't know, it really is such a good design. I do love Chubby Pikachu a lot. I think of Chubby Pikachu, definitely big love. Unrelated, but I do not like the shiny. But I kind of do like the gender differential. But I don't know, that's also like a whole different topic. But overall, I do like Pikachu, I'd say. Alright. I say like I like it, but I do really like it. I mean, I think it does do its job so well, and I can't deny that. Like, I almost like admire Pikachu more than I love it personally. Like, I have no attachment to it other than like maybe on the merchandise side. I do like how like Pokemon does merchandise Pikachu and all the different like illustrations of it. I do think it's such a good mascot, but like for me, gameplay or like anything like that, like no strong ties. And even in the anime, it is such a main character that, I don't know, it wasn't fun to like, but I do like Pikachu in the anime as well. Raichu. Another mon that I've changed my opinion a lot on. Did not really like as a kid. I do like more now. I'll put it in like here. I think some parts of its design are really awkward. Oh shoot, let's get a close up. Like these bits right here, so unnecessary. Like absolutely unnecessary. I think Pikachu has such better contrast too. Like it has the black. I mean, I do like the brown is softer here, but then you also punched up the yellow to be more orange. So these colors are way more muted. And then now you took like the red from its cheeks and made it yellow. So everything is so monotone. So yeah, I don't know. Those parts are pretty bad for me. And again, this Curlicue cannot deal with. Even these marks, I'm not sure I love either. But I do love this like orangier yellow, and I do love the tail. So those things do save it for me. But yeah, compared to Pikachu, Pikachu is really like outdoes it, I feel like. Alright, next we have Sandshrew. I always think about that. I think there's like the episode with the trainer who has like the Australian accent, his Sandshrew. Oh, it's such a fun episode. But Sandshrew is really strong. I think it's really strong, but I don't have like any personal ties to it. I never used one. I didn't think it was that cool as a kid, but I do think it's really cute now. I love that it's like a ball. I think it's so good at that. Yeah, I'll put it in like. I do like Sandshrew quite a lot. Sandslash, I actually don't love as much. I don't know. It's like, it's so spiky. It's a little busy, I think. Like, I don't even know how to read its back. I don't know. This doesn't do it for me. Too spiky? I don't know. Alright, Nidoran female. I think the Nidorans are pretty cool. I do love Nidoran. I do like a Nidoran male more, but we'll get to that. But I just like how like it's like this weird like rabbit situation, but like not really either, and it's like poison. I don't know, it's so cool. It has like spikes. I really like that. And then boom, it turns into like dinosaur-ish situation. This is, to me, this is very Pokemon, like this specific creature, because especially for this gen, like so many creatures will like live in this space. Like I think like Rhydon, Kangaskhan, the Nidoking and Nidoqueen, like it's such like this. Even the substitute doll I think looks a lot like this, so this is why I feel like it's very Pokemon. But yeah, I love this ambiguous kaiju-ish dinosaur rabbit creature. It's just so good. And yeah, I honestly, this art really makes me love Nidorina. I didn't realize I love Nidorina so much, but yeah, really cool. Nidoqueen. Alright, the biggest complaint, where did her teeth go? Why is she like a grandma? I hate that about it. Like, see, teeth. And then no teeth. Oh, Gen 4, they ripped him out. Oh man, her Gen 1, strong splash. Gen 2 is a little bad. But, I don't know. I respect the queen. I still love her. I love her as part of the set. I think she's super cool. I love the blue on her. Really, again, this really cool kaiju dinosaur ambiguous creature. It's just so cool. I love when they like just don't take an animal, because I feel like that's like a lot of designs I don't like in Fakemon or in like Pokemon, where they just like take the animal, they shove it in, and they throw like elemental typing on it. I think that's like so boring, but it's like boom, this is Nidoqueen and she's a poison ground and she's like this weird like reptile rabbit thing, and I don't know, I think that's so sick. Nidoran male, I love Nidoran male, so good. I think it has more of that bunny element to me, but also it has like the spike on the forehead that really makes it stand out more. Even the spikes on the back are a lot stronger, and I love like the pink with the green here. The contrast is really nice. Also, like a side note, this is like a mark that's in its head. Like I thought, for the longest time, I thought this was like a shadow, but no, it's lined. Like, because when I drew like the whole 151 like original decks, and I was like, oh man, like this thing is like part of its like thing. Like even these spots don't have an outline, but this one does. I don't know, it's really weird. Nidorino, for some reasons, really iconic because he's like in like the title sequence against Gengar. I always thought that was like really weird for like the games, like the little intro part. But I think he's really cool. I love that he's on all fours. Contrast Nidorina. I like the name a lot too. I think he's just really cool. Again, very weird looking monster thing. And Nidoking, I mean, also super cool. And we have teeth, so honestly a lot better for me. I love like the huge spike in the middle as well. He just looks so strong. I love that about him. And again, like such a cool mix of creatures. I really appreciate that about him. You know what, actually, I feel like I'm robbing Nidoking and Nidoqueen. We gotta fix that. Honestly, I'm being too stingy with big love. I really do love all these mons. I'm just like trying not to like seem so Gen 1 here, but I really do like. I really love these guys. Honestly. Oh wait, what? When did you sneak down there? This one's really close. I really do like all these guys. Honestly, I should just like. Yeah, it's like this. Wait, No, I did do that. Okay, no, this is good. I don't know. I really want to love Venusaur. Okay, we'll move on. But Clefairy, bro, I love Clefairy. I think it's so freaking cute. Like, this, again, another very, like, Pokemon shape. Like, this creature, I think, like, Pikachu, Gengar, like, Jigglypuff, like, this specific creature right here, it's so good. And it's one of my favorites. I honestly kind of like it more than Pikachu at times. Yeah, it's just so cool. And I totally get why it was like a potential mascot for the franchise. I think it is for the manga, kind of. It's like, well, it's like the featured mon in there, but yeah, it's really cool. I love the tail. I love like its star like ties. I love that it's a fairy type now too. If it was a normal type, I wouldn't like it as much. I just am not a big fan of normal types in general. But yeah, big love for Clefairy. I think it's super cute. Clefable though, do not like. I used to put in Yuck, but I put in Meh. I don't know. I think there's a lot more mons later that I'll put in Meh or Yuck. I mean, again, Gen 1, really strong gen for me. It's one of my favorites, so there might not be many Yucks at all. And I'm trying to. This is not like a Gen 1. I'm trying to be consistent with this like ranking as I go through all the gens eventually. So yeah, you will see mons there eventually, I think. Hopefully I'll be able to finalize like how I'm gonna be using these tiers so it can be consistent. But Clefable, I don't know. It just stretches. Like it's still not different enough from Clefairy to me, but they just like stretched it up and they gave it wings. I do like the wings, but I don't know. The color's kind of off too. Like it's like a lighter more human skin tone than Clefairy, and I don't know. I just don't like it. They just stretched it out, and I'm not here for it. Vulpix. Vulpix, I mean, Vulpix is so solid. Like, it's so good. I really like, I want to put in love. I really like it in general. Like, I really have no complaints. I think it's such a solid design. I have no personal ties to it. I do love fire types, but I think there's another fire dog that we'll talk about later that just outshines it so much. But man, I look at it and it really is such a cool mod. I think I gotta put in love. I mean, I'm being stingy here again. Ninetales, love too. Ninetales is so cool. I think the name is probably the worst part, but very, very, very cool mon. I don't know. Not much to say about it. Jigglypuff I think is awesome. Love as well. Like, again, I really like Clefairy, and I feel like Jigglypuff is just like a different flavor, but also really great in its own way. It's more round and has like that whole singing thing in the anime, which is really cute. But I think it's a really fun mon. Wigglytuff, I don't hate as much as Clefairy. I used to hate it a lot too, but again, same problems with me a little bit. With Jigglypuff, I like Jigglypuff so much more. I think this art of it is honestly really good. I think sometimes it looks a little lame. I put it in like neutral, but honestly it's leaning towards like, if I had a negative neutral tier, this is where it'd go. And honestly, I might get that granular. But for now, I will let it live in neutral. Zubat. Okay, I know we all hate running into this thing. I hate it too, but I think Zubat is such a cool design. Zubat is so sick. I love that it doesn't have eyes. It's just like, yeah, let's not give it eyes, and like, cause like bats, they use like the echolocation thing, so that like totally works. And I love that it doesn't even have feet. Like, it just has like these two weird like tail strips. I don't know, I'm really a fan of it personally. I really like Zubat. Super cool. Golbat, man, we are in a streak of the evolutions just like fumbling the bag. I want to put it in neutral, but honestly it's like meh. Like, I just don't, it's not fun. Like, the big mouth is kind of something, like it is different, and like these feet are different, but do I like it? No, not really. And the ears got small. Oh my god, there's like this really like awful art, but honestly this art kind of makes it kind of funny. This one, with like the huge mouth and stuff. I don't know, it's silly, but not for me. Oddish. Oh. Oddish is really floating between big love and love. Oh god, dude, I love Gen 1, man. Yeah, Oddish is huge. I love Oddish. I think it's so, just a little guy, a little leaf guy. I mean, enough said, right? Like, it's super cute. Gloom, awesome. I've always loved Gloom. I haven't always loved Oddish, but I've always loved Gloom. I thought Gloom is super cool. I love the plant on its head. I feel like it looks much cooler than like the other two, to be honest. And I like that it has like these petals and stuff, and it has like this weird like drool situation. I don't know, it's fun. It's really, really cool mon. Vileplume, I have always liked less than Gloom. I used to like less by a lot, but honestly I really like it now. I don't know, I think I just really like little guys. Like my love for I mean, to call it silly, maybe it's not right, but like QT characters, it's just gone way up as I get older, I think. It's definitely like the type of designs I like now. And I kind of like that it looks like a little sinister. I don't know, I think that's kind of fun. It has like this like mischievous forest spirit kind of vibe, and I really like that. Paris. Ooh, I don't know. It's a tough one for me. I love this and this. Oh, I guess I'm just circling the whole thing. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't love this. Even the eye. Even this. The face is the toughest part to love. But I also like that it's not cute. I think there are a lot of cute designs and they could have made this cute, but it's like kind of creepy and that's kind of fun too. It's a tough spot for me. I think there's big things I love and then some weird parts. So I will let it live in like. I think like is a solid place for it. Parasect. Parasect has really grown on me. I have not always cared for it, to be honest. But I really love that this huge, because I used to always think Paris kind of looked more, Paris looked more interesting. It had like the two mushrooms, it had like a much more interesting silhouette to me. But I don't know, I do kind of like that. It's just like a big dome now and its eyes are like fully white. I think that's fun. I think this Muppet mouth is like not it. I do think his claws are like more boring than Paris's too. Like, I don't know, they do look a little funny, but I don't know, I think the mushroom's kind of carrying for me. But I think I'm gonna let it live with Sandshrews. Yeah, this feels like right. Like, they kind of drop a little bit. I don't know, but maybe they're both like this actually. Nah, something about the things I like on Paris, I really, really like. Yeah, this is fine. Venonat, I love. I love little guys. I'm sorry, I'm guilty. I love it. Like, look at him. He's so cute. Just like a little fur ball. It's perfect. It's like, what is it? It's like a little bug guy. It's beautiful. Venomoth. I do not see the appeal of Venomoth. I don't know. I know people love it and I want to love it. I love Bugmons, but I don't know. It's really just a bug to me. Like, it's so much more bug-like, and I think that's why I don't like it. I think I like the bugs that don't look like bugs. Like bugs that make me like bugs, because I actually don't like bugs in real life. But yeah, I don't know if that made sense. I just like threw the word bug around a lot, but yeah, I just don't like, I don't know, I think Venomoth's just kind of plain Jane for me. Diglett, I love Diglett. Diglett is such a good mon. Like, it's a mole, and it also looks nothing like a mole. And I think that's super cool. Like, it's more so based on like moles like popping up. And I don't know, I think it's such a fun design. Like, I think they totally nailed it. Like, it is very simple, but like so clever, I think. Like, I don't know, absolute genius in my opinion. Really could go to big love. Alright, Dugtrio though. Why? Yeah, I don't know. I do feel like Diglett does feel weird to be a single evolution, but I don't know. I mean, like a single line. Like, I don't want him to evolve and get like arms or anything, but to make 3. Yeah, the more I think about it, it's meh. I don't know. It's just 3 Diglett. I think it's kind of funny, but it's nah, we didn't need it. Ooh, Meowth. Big love. I'll give it to him. I think he's so iconic. I think he's like Pikachu level of like great design. I love the whole like you know, Lucky Cat motif. I don't know. I really love this art specifically. Actually, this is one where the anime kind of actually ruins it for me. I actually don't love anime Meowth. I don't know if that's like controversial. I know everyone loves anime Meowth, but I don't. I don't like the voice it has. I don't know. It just feels like a little sleazy guy, and I just like it as a cute Lucky Cat. I think it's so much cuter this way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like my Pokemon so, and it speaks English. Like, that's so weird to me. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, that's anime Meowth. I love Meowth in general though. It's a great design. Man, dude, Gen 1 is fumbling the bag with the evolutions. Persian, I don't know what to do with. I do think this art looks kind of not too bad, but it's so plain. It's so plain. I don't know. I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, I feel like it does feel luxurious, even though it's like a cat with the gem in its head. Oh, I don't know, man. I think I need a, yeah, I need a new. I need negative neutral. But isn't that just D? I think meh is not the right word. I want this to be meaner than meh, but it's not yeah, you know. Or no, I know. This is, hate's a strong word. But yeah, guys, this will be the hate tier. No. Dislike is a good one. No thank you. Yeah, no thank you is perfect. And then this. C minus? Yeah, that's good. Positive. Neutral. So maybe this is like C plus, to be more accurate. Alright, I like that, I like that. Alright, let's change the colors so it's all pretty, you know? Yeah, that's good. Keeps it in the realm. No, this one's gotta be greener then. Okay. Wait. This is the same color now, shoot. Alright, we gotta... Sorry, y'all. Let me do some finagling. Alright, sorry for all the tears, but I think I really need this many. I don't... It's really so hard to group some of them. But there we go. I like that. That helps me a lot, I think. Alright, Psyduck. Oh, wait, gotta move all these forms. Sorry. Psyduck is great. I think Psyduck is such a good mon. Like, it's a duck, but it totally isn't the proportions of a duck, you know? It has like arms. And like it has like this big belly. I don't know, it's so cool. And it has a like this weird, like more lizard-like tail. I love this blank expression. It's so iconic, like the whole headache situation. It's great. It's a great mon. Golduck. I loved Golduck as a kid. I don't know why. I don't know, I thought he was so cool. I do think he is like kind of like a monster duck. I do like that about him. He does feel monstrous. Again, because like you're giving a bird creature more like a swamp monster lizard-like body. And I think that's really cool. But I don't know, as I get older I don't really care for Golduck. It's like positive neutral. Yeah, I think that's like perfect. Positive neutral. Maybe like light, but I don't know, I kinda wanna reserve that tier a little bit better. I don't know, it feels so dirty putting Venusaur here. I'll put Venusaur here. Put him with his comrade. Yeah, I'll leave Ivysaur here. Yeah, that feels okay. I don't know, it does get murky when I have so many tiers. But I do feel like they're necessary. I feel like the naming could be better, but I can live with it. Mankey. I love Mankey. Mankey is so... Do I dare? Are we entering big love territory? Yes, I'm doing it. I love monkeys, and I love Mankey. I don't know, I love this little furball pig monkey. Anime, huge influence, I'm gonna be honest. I just love this little angry guy. Primate is right in between. I do not like it as much as Mankey. I think Mankey is stronger. I don't like these like mittens it has. Like, I don't know what we're doing with those. God, anime is so strong for me though. It's really hard to deny. I'm gonna put it in love, but it is really riding the line. I do like it. I don't know, it's like so funny to me. Growlithe, oh, big love. Alright, one thing about me is I love dog Pokemon. I love them. I think they're so great, and Growlithe is such a great dog Pokemon. It looks, I don't know, like the fire type is great. I love all the fur and like these like tiger-like patterns. I love tigers too, so it's just great. Like this orange fire dog, it's so cute. And I love that it's used like as a police dog too. On all great. And Arcanine is fantastic. I mean, this is not unpopular pick by any means. Everyone loves Arcanine. I do think his art here sucks. Honestly, a lot of art that depicts Arcanine sucks in my opinion. But even still, he is so good. Yeah, Arcanine's great. I mean, I feel like it speaks for itself, so. we'll get going. Poliwag. Poliwag I like Poliwag. I think Poliwag is good. It's cute, it does its job. It's a little tadpole. I don't know about the lips, but I don't hate the lips, honestly. I think it's maybe, I don't know, I need to see a different design, but I don't mind it. It's solid. Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl gets the big love. I love Poliwhirls. I don't know, it's silly guy. I love this swirl. I think it's iconic. I think his facial expression is really cute. I love the mittens. Honestly, I don't know why. Maybe it's like a mascot thing, but I just think it's so cute. Like, it's such a great mascot. Like, even if it was outside of Pokemon, I would love it. I would especially love it. It's such a unique design, and I really like it. Poliwrath. Poliwrath used to be one of my hated Gen 1 mons. Dude, I give it. I'm gonna say no thank you. I just don't care for Poliwrath. I mean, it has fingers and it's angry. Like, great. So what? Oh, fighting type? Okay, sure. Like, I don't know. I do kind of like it as a fighting type. I do think that's kind of interesting, but again, why? It could have been cooler. If they changed the color or something, that would have been cool, I feel like, but it's not enough, and I don't think the swirl even sits well here. It's starting to look like now, like before the swirl felt like it was like a part of this pattern, but then now it's fighting against like this white area, so it kind of feels like this is actually its mouth eating the swirl rather than like how it looked before, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's weird to me. Abra. Oh, Abra's so, again, I love Pokemon that don't look like any like animal in real life to me. Like, you know, like what is this thing? Like, it's so weird. Yeah, Abra's so cool, but I mean, and like the teleport gimmick is so iconic. Like, how do you not like remember Abra? Abra is really floats between like and love. Yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna give it the love. Yeah, I mean, no, I'll give it like. I'll give it like. It's really cool, and I love the whole teleport gimmick. But again, because you can't really use it in battle, it is a little like, yeah, and it's a fun mon. You know, you always see it. They always have the teleport gimmick, and it's really cool. Great design. I love that it's like always sleeping too. But Kadabra, dude, I love Kadabra. That's an easy love. That's why I was like, it goes down for sure, because Kadabra is super cool. I love this huge tail, like massive. And I don't know, I like these like patterns it has on it. This pink bounces so nicely on this yellow with the browns. I don't know, I really love it. I think it looks super sick. And for the longest time, I actually thought he was the final evolution. I didn't have trade evolution as a kid. And if I remember correctly too, I think even in the anime, Sabrina, again, I didn't watch that far, or I remember a lot of the early episodes more, but I think she only has a Kadabra. So I thought it was like kind of the final evolution. But lo and behold, Alakazam came around. And I actually really loved Alakazam when I first came in. I thought he was like he was a much sleeker Kadabra. Because I didn't like Kadabra as much as a kid. I do love it now because I think it's very quirky-ish in a way. It's kind of like weird, but in a great way. But Alakazam, I don't know, I think he loses the features I love now that I didn't like as a kid. The double spoons is okay. I don't know, I don't love him as much as I did, but I do think he's a really cool mon, and I'm so glad he exists. Like, I mean, I feel like I have to put him in like. He is kind of like in the like territory. Yeah, I don't know. Again, when I first saw him, I was like, yes, like he's slimmer, he's cool. I like slim mons, but I don't know. I really liked how like Kadabra. I don't know. Kadabra feels like it has more going on. Like it feels. They feel like split evolutions. I don't feel like Kadabra feels like a middle in between to me. I feel like he loses a lot actually to become this guy. But they're both great, with just preferences towards Kadabra. Machop. I actually like Machop. I do like Machop. I think he's like this weird reptile guy. I don't think he's a little naked man. I know some people see it that way. But I think he looks like a dinosaur. I think he looks like, I don't know, to me he actually kind of looks like a Ben 10 alien in a weird way. But yeah, he's cool. I think he's fun. And I think I like fighting types a lot too. Machoke, I love Machoke. I think Machoke's cool. I mean, Pokemon wearing clothes is a little weird. I still go back and forth on it, but it is a thing, and I don't hate it on Machoke. I think it's kind of funny. Again, Reptile Man, I don't know, I really like it. Super cool, and I love that he's like the Pokemon that helps you move when like, you're moving houses, like in Hoenn and stuff, and I think that's really fun. Okay, Machamp, another Pokemon I did not know exists. Again, because of Trait Evolution. God, I hate Trait Evolution. I really, really hate Trait Evolution. But I do not hold that against Machamp. I like Machamp even more than Machoke. I love the 4 arms things, like that's super sick. Yeah, just great things. I don't mind like this white lip area. Honestly, I really enjoy it. I think it makes it for me personally. I don't know, it's super cool. Bellsprout. Immediately, every time I see this guy, I think about that episode of the anime where he's like fighting against like he's just like dodging all the Pokemon or something, and then like he gets like trumped by Ash's Muck. But yeah, it's a fun design. I do like it. Maybe like positive. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's cool. It's great mon. Weeping Bell. Positive neutral. I like that it exists. Don't have any ties towards it. I think the lips do get a little weird here. Victory Bell, I wouldn't put in positive neutral, but I do really like it. I like that we have like a more plantish Pokemon. I like it looking like this. I actually don't like it when you flip it upside down and you look at it that way. Like I like that its head is above, or its mouth is above its eyes, rather than its eyes being under its mouth. It's really funky, but it works. Tentacle's cool. I like Tentacool. I really like Tentacool. I love like these like, I don't know, it also feels like water psychic, but again, it's just cool. It's a jellyfish, but not really. It's like very alien-like, and I really like that. Tentacruel, awesome. I like Tentacruel as well. I think the black part is a little weird, but I can bypass it. I love that it's always portrayed as like very sea monster-like. And again, that alien motif, like alien kraken situation. I don't know, so cool. Love the big gems on this guy. Geodude. Geodude I like. I like Geodude quite a lot actually. It's so basic, I know. But I don't know, I like it. Like it's Brock with arms. Awesome. And again, anime. It's like Brock's like iconic mon. I love Graveler though. Graveler is so good. Again, compact. I love compact. I love the 4-arm situation. Even though it really only uses like the 2 here. I don't know, I kind of love that it just has like these little like arms like embedded into its body like this. Like I think it's really fun. And I like that it like rolls around and stuff. Super fun. Golem, another mon. Just dude, I did not know these mons existed as a kid. I think Golem is so awkward. Like, where do these things come out of? There's no, it doesn't look like there's any holes for them. I know it rolls around too, but it just, and it doesn't even feel like an evolution to me for Graveler. I feel like they feel like splits. I do like that it's like a rock creature thing. It is like weird. I just wish like it made more sense where the parts come out of. I don't like that it just comes out through cracks of the rock. I think that's kind of weird. But I'll still give it the neutral. Maybe positive neutral. It rides in between here, but yeah, I'll say neutral because again, I don't like things that don't make sense. Look, well, I mean, I say that. There's probably a lot of things I like that don't make sense, but I don't like it in this situation. Ponyta, it's a fire horse. Fire horse, positive neutral. No, it's cute though. And I like fire. So yeah, it's solid. I give it a like. I think it's a like. Rapidash doesn't. I used to not like it because it didn't change much, but I do like it. I think I like that the flames are different. Oh, these both have amazing shinies too, but I don't know. I think I also like horses a lot now, so I don't know. There's that bias. All right, let me move. Oops, sorry. Let's get these guys. They have so many forms. Let's clear out this row while we're here. Should have done this all before filming. Okay. Last one for now. Slowpoke. Big love. Absolutely big love for the Slowpoke. I mean, such a cool mon, I think. Like, it, again, doesn't look like anything else. Like sure, you could say like a hippo, or like, honestly, I can't even think of anything besides the hippo. I just think it's so cool. It's so unique. Great mascot material. Fun personality. So derpy. Great. Absolutely love it. Slowbro. I like Slowbro. I think the name is great. I love that it has like this whole situation with like a Slowpoke getting a Shelder on his tail and then it evolves that way. I wish it did evolve that way, but it doesn't. But I love this whole situation. I don't love this part, actually, the Slowpoke part of it. I think it's a little boring for me, but I also guess I wouldn't want it to change much either. But I love the tail situation. It's really cool. And again, yeah. Like his silhouette overall, I'm trying to understand, because like, I put him in like, even though I said so many great things, but I think his overall look, I'm a little let down by. Magnemite, big love. I love Magnemite. It's, I don't know, it's so well done, like, I feel like it's so simple, but so cool, and it's so unique. Like, I don't think there's anything else that looks like it to me, and yeah, it's just a great mon. I really like Magnemite. Love the colors of it too. Magneton, again, I'm not a really big fan of like just making 3 of them. But it makes sense, more sense in Magnemite situation, but I don't love it nearly as much. It's like positive neutral. It's like, sure, it can exist and I'm fine with that because of Magnemite. Or because of magnets. Farfetch is fun. I love Farfetch a lot. It's silly. It's just a little duck that carries its own leak, but again, I really like... He's like a little dude. He has little dude energy. The duo I like too. I think 2-headed beast, like, that's cool. 2-headed bird, no arms, awesome. 3 heads, great. Like it too. No complaints. Seal. Ooh. Such a divisive mon. Well, I would say most people actually don't. Most people think it's pretty lazy. Okay, the name really doesn't do it any favors, but I actually think Seal looks pretty alright. I think Seal's really cute. I think it has like pug, dog energy. I really like that. This pose feels kind of weird. I don't know, I like that it has a tongue sticking out. It really does kind of give me a pug. When I think like it's a seal pug situation, I think it's kind of fun. I give it a like. I like Seal. I think Seal's cute. Dude, I loved Dugong as a kid, but I don't really care for Dugong now. Yeah. Oh, I just realized this is a positive neutral the whole time. This is another perfect candidate for. No, actually, it's meh. I lied. It's not negative neutral. It's meh. I don't know. It doesn't feel much better than Seal. It loses the little muzzle I like, and now it just has like frills, which is like, it's fine I guess, but not for me. Wait, I forgot. Is Seal water ice? No, it's only Dugong. All right, Grimer. I like Grimer. Actually, I love Grimer. I think Grimer's fun. I like a little slime monster. Feels perfect in like a monster tamer genre. Makes sense. Always slime monsters, and it's cute. I don't know. I like his little hands. It's good. It's a good mon. Muck. Okay. Honestly, I do like Muck. I don't know. I like it. I think I like Grimer a little better now because Muck does feel a little boring. I think Muck doesn't always have one arm. I think in the art it does, but I think in the anime and other situation it has multiple. It still does it have multiple arms? I don't know. I'm not gonna Google that right now, but if it always has one arm, then I think it's cool. I think it's cool that it loses one arm and that one arm is like massive. It does feel a little big. It doesn't feel like crazy bigger than Grimer's, but I like that aspect to it. I think it's fun. But yeah, anime clouds my judgment a lot. I don't know, and I was like personally attached to Muck for like no reason, but yeah, I like Muck. Well, I guess I love Muck. Shelder, I like Shelder. Shelder's a cool little shell guy. He's like sticking out his tongue. I like creatures that are just like hidden in black. Like I think that's a really fun like thing. It's great. Cloister I used to not always like, but I like. It's like I like it because it's so weird. It's like just this black pearl, like kind of like Gengar honestly, as a pearl, but. Yeah, and then like shoots out spike. It has like this weird like protrusions on its shell. I don't know. It's so funky, but I really like it. I've really grown to love it. I didn't always enjoy it. Ghastly. Big love for the Ghastly. I love Ghastly. I think it does its job well. It's a little ball of gas that's also like a little ghosty. Perfect. Haunter. Super cool. Detach arms. I mean, I don't know. It's really tough to talk about this slime, but I just think so cool. Like, they look great. They're like ghosts, but in a totally like different interpretation, and I like that. Like, it's a little monsterish, a little fiendish, almost a little like goblin-like, and I really like. And Gengar. Gengar is like top 10 Pokemon. I love Gengar. Gengar I did know exists. I think it's because of the anime, even though I didn't have Trade Evolution. And the thing that holds me back, like, man, I hate Trade Evolution. That really ruins the line for me. But I still love them all so much individually that I can bypass it. But Gengar is such a cool guy. Again, I love this shape, as I said before. And I don't know, it's just so compact, and it's like a little cute ghost. But I like that it's like, he can float around, but he can't. Or he doesn't have to, like, kind of like Totoro in that way. And I don't know, I just really like him. He's such a fun guy, and there's always such great fan art of him. They make him so expressive, and they stretch him around. I don't know, really, really fun. I love Gengar. Onix, big rock snake. So basic, but I like it. Do I want to say I love it? I just love how massive it is. Like, when Brock rides on it, I feel like he's riding, it almost feels legendary. Like, it's so crazy. But I'll put it in like, I won't get crazy here. I think the design is okay. I don't know, I do like the face. Like, it's not, like, they could have just made it like a rock just like the rest, but, I mean, it is a rock, but, I don't know, it has like this like huge horn. It has like this weird bridge on its nose, but I like all this. Like, all this, it feels right to me. It feels like helmet-like or something, I don't know. But I like him. I like our big rock snake. Drowsy. I used to love Drowsy actually, but Drowsy's a like, maybe like positive neutral, I don't know. But I think it's just weird. Like, I like that he's like a little hypnosis guy. He's a little like tapir. I think that's what animal that looks like. But yeah, he's cool. Hypno, a little worse. Honestly, maybe like negative neutral. I don't know. Just, I mean, again, Pokemon holding item, it's like back and forth. Like, sometimes I hate it and sometimes I like it. In this situation, I don't. It doesn't feel right to me. I don't know, like when they're wearing it, it feels more a part of them. Like when they're holding it in their hands, I'm like, bro, like I can just like take that off you. Like, that feels weird. And I don't know. I don't like that it loses the brown. It's all like yellow now, and now it just has this fur thing around it. It doesn't look great to me either. I don't mind the big nose, but I don't know. I just think like Drowsy's more interesting. I used to love Hypno as a kid though, for some reason. Krabby. I know it's just a crab. I know. But I like it. I like the crab. I don't know. I think it's cute. I like that it goes cookie. Or I'm really bad at impersonating it, but it's fun. I like that it shoots bubble beams out of his claws. I think it just looks cuter. It has like, you know, it doesn't look like a real crab because real crabs don't have like big bulging eyes like this, but it's cute. Kingler I used to love as a kid because of anime, but I do recognize that it is kind of negative neutral, I think, for me. I don't love this area. I love the big claw, little claw situation, but that just isn't enough to justify. It is just like, make spikes on it, and its eyes look kind of weird now to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just the angle of the key art, but let me see. I think pixel art will save it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not as cute. It's crabby. I love Voltorb. Okay, if I don't have any like attachment towards him, or else I put him in big love. I think he's really great. Like, honestly, like perfect design. I feel like or perfect is a strong word, but it's really good. Like it's a, you know, it's a mimic Pokemon. Like when you're trying to pick up Pokeball, it's like, oh, it's actually a Voltorb. I think that's so fun, and I love that it's angry and explodes. It's just so great. Electrode though, again, I used to be like, no thank you, but I kind of like that it just flipped him upside down. Like, oh, here's the evolution. But still, man. But it's funny though. I don't know. I kind of appreciate it more and more. Oh man, I love Execute. Is love right? Let me see. Do I love all these mons? Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's really tough. Love and like get a little dicey, but yeah, some of them really ride the line. But I really like Execute. I don't know. I love that it's a bunch of eggs. It's like a little gang. I like that they're so angry. I like that one's like broken. Like, it's fun. And the Psychic, sure. Like, let's do it. And then boom, Exeggutor. Oh, so good. Honestly, oh yeah, it's big love. I like Exeggutor. I love that it's like this palm tree thing. Man, I don't know, actually. Yeah, I'll give it to him. I really like Exeggutor. I love the 3 faces. I think that's always fun. And I like again, I like that it has no arms. I don't know, sometimes I like that on a mon a lot. I think it does a lot for them. And he's just derpy, and he's weird, and I like him. Cubone, iconic. It's a like. I think it's a great design. I just have no personal attachments to it or anything. Marowak I used to really like, but honestly, it's weird. Like, negative neutral. I don't know. I just feel like its skull became like its head. Like, it doesn't look as like it's wearing it as much, or maybe you can argue like it like grew into it better. But I don't know. It doesn't do enough for me. Hitmonlee! I love Hitmonlee. So fun. I used to really think it was like so boring, but I think he's actually really, really cool. Again, I've really grown to really love fighting a lot of the fighting mons. And I love this like weird creature that like just like has like springy legs. Or it looks like springy. And this art of him is like great too. And as a kid, I loved Hitmonchan. I don't know why. Like I just really like boxers, I guess. But and I still do. I do hate a lot of things that a lot of people hate. Like he's literally wearing clothes. But I don't know. I love this head shape a lot, and I like them as a duo. I do think they don't always match, but I don't know. They're iconic to me too. So I just can't pull away from that. I do love Hitmonchan. Lickitung is great. I think Lickitung is such a fun mon. Normal type doesn't do it any favors for me, but I like that it exists. The sushi minigame in Pokemon Stadium is really fun. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's all in all. Coughing. Ooh, to put it in love. I like Coughing. I used to love Coughing, but I think it's okay. It's fun. I like this like poisonous gas filled thing. It feels good. I like the mark on his belly. It's cute. Shiny is great too. Weezing, also great. I think Weezing is really fun too. I love that it's like kind of tumor-ish. It's growing all these like weird things, and yeah, I think it's a great evolution. No complaints. Rhyhorn. I love Rhyhorn. Honestly, my favorite of its line. It's so like detailed, honestly. Like all this armor is absolutely insane, and again, they could have just gone for a straight Rhino, but it looks so much sicker than that. It's almost like organic mecha Rhino. Like, I don't know. It's super cool. Like, it looks like gears and stuff. I kind of wish it was a steel type, but again, that's the point for another day. But really, really cool. Rhydon, I used to love as a kid, but honestly, I think it's so much less cool than Rhyhorn. I like Rhydon though, all in all. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, again, very like you know, that Pokemon monster shape. Very like in the realm of like what is this like rhino dinosaur situation. But I do think his head is a little busy. Like it has like so many protrusions. It's really a lot going on. And not in a clean way like Rhyhorn is. I don't know. But he's cool. Chansey gets the big love. I love Chansey. It's so cute. Again, I love the round Pokemon. I think like, you know, like the Clefairies and the Gengars, like it's so cute, and I love like these protrusions, like carrying an egg, and it's like the, you know, it's the nurse Pokemon. It's great. Yeah, it's one of the few normal types I like a lot. I kind of wish I had the fairy, but don't mind it too much. Tangela is S tier also. I love the silly little guys, and this is the littlest guys, or not the smallest, but he's the most little guy of any little guy, I feel like. Like, you know, he's shrouded in his little vines, and he has like red booties on, and I know that's kind of funky, but I don't know, I really like the contrast and the colors a lot. It's so cute. I absolutely adore Tangela. Honestly, like floated in and out of my top 10 all the time. Kangaskhan, such an iconic mon to me. I always thought Kangaskhan was so cool. Almost felt like legendary because it was super rare in the Safari Zone. But yeah, I absolutely adore Kangaskhan. Very cool mon. I go back and forth on being bothered by the fact that it has like a whole nother Pokemon in its stomach that doesn't evolve into it. I don't know, it's a very funky situation, but I kind of learned to love those things about Pokemon. Like, it doesn't always make sense, and that's kind of fun. It allows things to be flexible. I love Horsey. So Horsey gets the big love for me. I think I've always really liked like this kind of shape, like, you know, like a nose, or like this circle head with like a hose mouth situation. I don't know, like Birdo from Mario and stuff like that. I don't know, it's really cute. It's such a fun take on a seahorse. It's great design. So many fun shapes, like with the swirl and like these spikes. Seadra, Seadra I don't like as much. I think Seadra, you know, they just made it spiky. They tried a little hard to be edge. But it's fine, you know, it's like neutral. It's there. I mean, it evolved, so it's fine. But it's only okay because we got another evolution later, but we'll talk about that one when we get there. Goldeen. Goldeen with the luscious lips. What do we do with you, madam? I mean, fish have like lips, so I kind of get it. It's like that Pokemon situation where they just like threw a horn on it. Like, why? Like, sure. I don't know. I don't think Goldeen does much. Like, it's kind of carp goldfish. It's like a goldfish, but I just feel like it could have been so much cooler. I'm gonna throw it. I don't know. I'll throw it neutral. Like, it's a fish. I mean, it's so iconic to Misty's team. I can't forget about it. I kind of do like that it just has a horn on it, but yeah, it really kind of floats. It is passable. Seeking is negative neutral for me. Like, again, I don't think it's like ugly, but I think it's a little disappointing. It just feels like bigger Goldeen, and I never like evolutions like that. Staryu, get in there. Big love for Staryu. I think Staryu is so cool. I love the colors. I love that it goes yeah in the anime, like such a random noise, just like man like making like karate noises. It's great. And I never noticed that it's like not even like symmetrical throughout its design. It has like this weird part, like this part, and it kind of loops around its back like it's wearing this thing. I don't know, it's really cool, and it's like alien-like, and it doesn't have like a face or eyes or a mouth. And I don't know, I really appreciate that about its design. I think it's so freaking sick. And again, all the same things about Staryu I love about Starmie. I do like the colors on Staryu, but I love the back spinning plate on Starmie. I think that's so sick. I do miss that asymmetricalness that Staryu had too, because this design is symmetrical, I think. But again, super cool. Funny enough, I don't know why I liked all the creepy mons as a kid. I used to like Mr. Mime a lot as a kid. He's like positive neutral though. I don't hate him. Like, I don't think he looked Okay, I guess he does look like a man, but I don't know. I can really see him as a Pokemon. I think he doesn't bother me too much. I like his whole like barrier gimmick. I think that's really fun. Yeah, they do a lot of fun with him in the anime. But yeah, it has to drop to neutral. It does really look mannish, and they really treat it like a human character at times in the anime. Like, it makes it sweep around and stuff. I don't know, that stuff's uncanny. Scyther, big love. I mean, this bug is so sick. It doesn't even look like a, like, they're like, yeah, let's do a bug, but like with a dragon head. Like, that's so crazy. And like, give him like scythe for arms. Like, awesome. So cool. Like, see, this is so like Pokemon, I feel like. So like, oh, let's do like a Mantis Pokemon, but let's give it like this like monster head. Like, so sick. And like, it has claws on his feet. It's, you know, it's really cool. It's like, it's an amalgamation of like so many things, and it's just, it does it so well. Okay, Jynx, I mean, we have to, right? I mean, we don't have to talk about it. Alright, Electabuzz. Electabuzz fun. I really love Electabuzz. I mean, these two really go together. It's hard to like pin them apart, but Electabuzz is great. It's like this weird gorilla-ish, like Oni type of creature that's like a tiger also. It's fun. I actually like Magmar a lot more. Honestly, Magmar floats to big love almost. I love fire types, and I think Magmar is so freaking crazy looking, but awesome. Like, he has like these like, what do you call them? Like pinata looking arms, and like this big like two fire things on his head. It's like a duck dragon thing. I don't know, it's super fun. Big love for the Pinsir. Like, I don't know, again, bug that's like personified in a really fun way. It has like these giant like horns on its head, and they pinch. I don't know, it's awesome. And it has like this weird mouth situation, really long arms with like, oh, I love his legs. Like, such a weird compliment, but I really like, again, like I like really like compact and like very like heavy looking designs, like very like they can stand real well, if that makes sense. But I really enjoy Pinsir. Fun fact, my Pokemon Unite name was Pinsir because I wasn't able to get some of the other ones I wanted. But I do like Pinsir a lot. Tauros, I like that it has 3 tails. I think that is really fun, but honestly it's like a positive neutral. Maybe even like neutral, but I give a positive neutral. It's fun, but it is like largely just a bull, I feel like. Magikarp gets the big love. Magikarp was one of my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid. I like, well, one, like the whole like pathetic thing, and then like evolving into like this like dragon, that's like so fun. And you know, everyone, it's so iconic. Like, it's such a great like story and like evolution method. It totally is Pokemon. But even minus that, it's a great fish, like Pokemon fish. Like, it looks so cool. Like, the colors are really fun. I love the orange and the yellows. I love like this crown motif and like the whiskers. Yeah, really cool. I always adored Magikarp, especially this art. I don't really like this art I just saw of him. This one, proportions look a little worse, but I like it. So cool. Gyarados is awesome. It's a dragon. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's like this dragonfish that also like flies, even though it has like no wings. I actually did not know it was a flying type for a long time when I was a kid. But yeah, really cool. Love Gyarados. Lapras is kind of basic, to be honest. It's just like this dinosaur looking thing, but I love it. Like, I don't know, I like that it feels very like friend-like. I love the little swirly part. Like, this honestly does so much heavy lifting. Like, I love this shape in general, but I think on Lapras is perfect. Like she needed it, and I don't know, I always imagine, like when I imagine myself riding Pokemon, like going on an adventure, I always imagine it on a Lapras. I love it. Like, I love that image of like sitting on your giant like dinosaur-ish creature and like going between islands and like discovering things. I don't know, it's great. Ditto Big Love. I mean, it's, you know, it's a little glob thing. I love the face on it. It's like perfect. It transforms into all the different mons. It's really great. Shiny is awesome. Eevee. I actually don't like Eevee that much. Eevee is like positive neutral. I think it looks okay. I mean, it does its job well, but like base Eevee, I just don't really care for it. I don't know, I don't think it's very cute actually. But I do like what it stands for. I do like the line a lot as a whole. Big love for Vaporeon. I think Vaporeon is so sick. I used to really not like Vaporeon as a kid. My favorite was Jolteon as a kid, but Vaporeon, spoiler alert, my favorite evolution. It's, I don't know, it's like dragon-like, and I really like that about it. I don't know, it just has like so much extra adornments, and I think that's so fun. Jolteon, I like. Oops. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. But Jolteon, it's fun. It does feel a little like they just made it spiky, which like, I don't know, it feels a little lazy to me at times, but I don't mind it. Flareon has grown on me, but honestly, like positive neutral again. I don't know. I feel like for the fire type Eevee, they could have done so much more. I do like that it's not on fire, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Porygon. Ooh, Porygon? Dude, I feel like I'm shoving too much up here, but Porygon's really cool. Porygon's so cool. I can't deny it. Like, it's so different, and it's so cool. Like, it stands out so strong. I didn't realize the art was so like this, but I kind of like it. But yeah, and the colors are really great too. I don't know, it's such a weird mon. I feel like given like years and years and years, no one would have ever come up with something like this except Pokemon. Omanyte's a cutie. I love Omanyte. I think it's super cute. I didn't always appreciate it, but again, I love little guys. Omastar though, negative neutral. Honestly, let's put it in the meh. I don't know. It's just like, what a boring level up, especially compared to his counterpart Kabuto line. Like, it's just doesn't change enough, and it's hard to understand what this situation is. I don't know, not feeling it. Kabuto, great. Honestly, these pair, perfect. Oh, where'd this guy go? Oh, this is the right order. Dragonite comes after. Whatever. Kabuto, so good. Super cute. Kabutops. The only thing that bothers me is that we already have like a scythe arm like creature in this like generation, but I do like it. I think it's a really cool design. It does feel like a proper level up is what I would want from like this line, and that's why I feel like Omastar is so lacking to me. But yeah, super cool. I like just really interesting shapes and almost like alien-like. I don't know, really awesome. Aerodactyl. Okay, I always think of it fighting against Charizard in the anime. I think that's so awesome. I love these two against each other. They look so perfect for each other. But other than that, I have no real attachments to it. I think the design is like okay. I am a sucker for dragon-ish designs, so, and it kind of just feels like a demon, like Charizard-ish in a way, like an impish one. Yeah, I put in love. I do really like it. Snorlax, oh, love. Snorlax, such a great design. Again, very signature Pokemon shape. It's so cool. There's nothing like it. Like, it's a bear, but not really. I love the whole sleeping motif. That's like a roadblock. It's great. Super good. I mean, I feel like I put it so easily, and I'm gonna put in big love. Yeah, we're winding down. Let's go. Articuno. Well, let me move these real quick since we're finishing out real soon. Awesome. Okay. Spoiler alert. I do not like the Legendary Bird Trio. It's one of my least favorite trios. I think it's kind of boring, honestly. I think Articuno is like positive neutral. It's there. I don't know. I just feel like Pidgeot kind of is like in the same realm of them, and it's like a common bird. So I don't know. They just don't really do much for me. Zapdos is my favorite, but even still, like it's. I don't know. I put positive neutral because they are designs and there's nothing like offensive about them, but I just feel like they kind of lack for me a little bit. I think only the nostalgia is really carrying them. And that the fact that they're legendaries and they're like our first ones and stuff, and you know, catching them is cool, but yeah, nothing feels legendary. Moltres, I think the art looks good, but in some art it looks real bad. I mean, it's just like rubber chicken on fire. Really, it really is hard to deny that. Honestly, maybe even like neutral for Moltres. It just really does struggle sometimes. Alright, Dratini. Big love for Dratini. I think Dratini is so cute. I love the big nose. I love big noses, and it's just, you know, a little guy. It's cute. Love all the shapes and colors. Dragonair, so elegant. Love the wing ears. Again, sucker for the swirls. Like, again, so elegant. Like, honestly feels so good. I mean, I know why so many people, everyone loves Dragonair. It's such a good middle, and it's not forgotten either. It has an identity of its own. Alright, Dragonite, I always hated as a kid. I just thought it was like chubby Charizard. I was like, what the, it's like derpy, like chubby Charizard, like who wants that? But I do. I do now. I love Dragonite. It's top 10 material for me. It's so friendly looking, and I don't know, it's just, I really do love its chubbiness. I love that, but it also looks, I don't know, kind of epic. I kind of wish it was like Dragon Fairy. It honestly feels so perfect to be a Dragon Fairy. It's just, I love the antennas. It feels so soft. Like there's so many things about it. Like, it's a dragon, but like so many like soft touches to it. Like its pudgy arms, and like again the antenna swiggles. Like, it's so great, and I love that it's such a strong jump from a Dragonair. Like, I used to hate that as a kid, but I do really appreciate that. I like that it's such a stark level up, and like when you do become Dragonite, like, you feel so powerful. Like, you have like limbs and you're a whole different color. I don't know, and I do feel like they still look related. Love Dragonite. Also, Messenger Dragonite from the first Pokemon movie, adorable. Mewtwo. I want to love Mewtwo more. I do think he's so cool, but I don't know what it is about him. Like, I don't love him as much as I feel like everyone else does. I love like the whole, like, you know, he's man-made Pokemon. I think that's like epic. But at times it does feel a little uncanny, and I don't know, but I do like that. I don't know, this art, I do like him. Sometimes in some art I don't. Yeah, I don't know, these aren't doing him favors. I do like when he looks epic like this. Ooh, actually, Gen 1 art looks insane. I do kind of wish he was more monochrome-y. I think the purple kind of kills it for me. I think if he was whiter, yeah, I mean, again, these are things I would change, but I do like him. He's really super unique looking, does feel legendary, and the story's awesome, but yeah, I think I can only put him in love. I don't know, there's something stopping me. Mew, I love to. Mewtwo great. I put it with Mewtwo. Again, I want to like it more, but it does feel kind of basic compared to some of the Pokemon we get later on. And I am basing off how I feel about all Pokemon. I mean, if I do that, then maybe it's like, I don't know, it's passable for me. I like that it's simple, but it's also, you know, it's not doing much, I think. But yeah, I guess we're ending there. I mean, yeah, that was my take on Gen 1. Let's see if I want to change anything here. I feel solid about this. I do like the tier system. I'm not sure about the letter grades, but yeah, big love. Yeah, love, like, positive, neutral. Neutral, negative, neutral, meh, and no thank you. Just scrolling through. Honestly, these could be like neutral, to be honest. Yeah, actually I think I'd go like this. And I think they're so disappointing as legendaries. But again, it's like with hindsight, you know. I love Oddish Line, but to give him big love, I think is a little too much, actually, for me. I do really love them. I do love, like, Gloom a lot, but it doesn't, I don't think about it as much as I think about the big love area quite a bit. Yeah. Like, all these mons are so staple to me. I really do adore them. Anyone who can move up? Venusaur, so many problems, but I really want to move you up. I mean, as a trio, I do big love them. But individually, he has to sit down here. But Bulbasaur, you can come up. Bulbasaur, you can come up. Yeah, I get the starters. I think they're so cute. They're so cute, so they pass. Especially Bulbasaur. I think only Squirtle is really the most candidate for going down to love. But I give it to him. I let him hang up there with his friends. Yeah, I feel solid about it. This was my tier list for Gen 1. I hope you enjoyed, and if you hate my opinions, that's fine, that's fair, and if you like them, great. But yeah, let me know how you feel about them down below. I hope to do Gen 2. Again, I really love doing tier lists and sharing my opinions on Pokemon. And I like hearing about others, which is why I'm doing it. But yeah, I will. Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya. Bye. Alright, it was like in the morning after I did this tier list, and I don't know, some haven't been sitting right with me, so I just want to go ahead and knock them down. I feel like there's way too much in the big love category. I do love a lot of mons in Gen 1, but sorry Snorlax, I love Snorlax. I think this is great. I just have no personal attachment to it. So it's still in love. I think it's a great design, but it just, when I think about the rest of the mons in Big Love, I'm not sure if he really makes the cut. Yeah, but and maybe that's just it. I think that's the only change I wanted to make. Let me see. Porygon really the riding the line, but I'm just gonna move him down here too. I love Porygon. See, but then if I Mewtwo, okay, I'll leave Mewtwo. Mewtwo's an OG. I can't knock him down too much, but all the mons in love, I really do adore quite a lot. Yeah, it feels so so extra to have the whole line in here, but I really do like the line. I do like Executor. Yeah, okay, I feel good about this. Anyone want to move? Yeah, because I would say I love Magmar even more than I like Snorlax, actually. But again, Magmar, he's close. He is pretty close to making it out of there. Okay, yeah, I feel better about that. It's just one change, but it matters a lot to me. Anyway, alright, thanks for watching. Bye. Alright, I'm back again. I'm going through the video right now, preparing it for uploading, editing, and stuff. And I don't know, some of the decisions still are not sitting right with me, so I just wanted to correct a couple. I think Muck, I did find out that he does have multiple arms. I don't know why in the art they just show him with one. So he's kind of honestly dropped all the way for neutral to me the more I sit. And I put in Grimer and like. Yeah, I do like Grimer. And Voltorb, same thing. And don't pay attention to like the order within the tiers. I said I was gonna potentially go through them, but nah, just within. Yeah, the order within the tier doesn't really matter. Aerodactyl I think is also like. Yeah, I feel good about those. Yeah, but yeah, Grimer and Muck were a big one for me. I really want to move them down. Let's see. I thought I saw another one that I felt like could move down. But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I just cannot land on a decision with some of these designs. Oh, and I also renamed them. This will probably go into future ones too, but I named C+ to yeah, C- to meh, and D to distaste. I just think that fits better. Mr. Mime, yeah, he can stay there. Oh, Goldeen, Goldeen's honestly like meh. Like, it's so, yeah, it's ugly. And Seaking can stay with it. That's totally fine for me. Golem again riding that line. Seadra also kind of riding that line, to be honest. But I'll let it live. I don't think it's too bad, and we do get, you know, an evolution for it, so it kind of fixes it for me. And I go back on Arbok. I think Arbok is neutral. Sorry. No, Razzhat's fine. I actually kind of like Razzhat more than I like those things. Okay, yeah. I feel better about this. Alright. Alright. Thanks for indulging me. Alright. Bye. Last time now, for sure, I think. See ya.